Hi everybody, I'm Directionally Challenged. Welcome to another rant video. I want to rant about the about recipes today. It's been a while since I've ranted. Last rant was about a chair for 11 minutes, so let's see how long this one's going to be. But I want to rant about recipes. So I don't know if you guys have done this, but recently I have been trying to go through and get better recipes for like all sorts of different things that I've been trying. I'm talking a little fast right now. Sorry about that. I'm in the mode of fast talk right now. I'm on new anxiety meds, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, you know what I mean. Brain is just going. But so I'm going through these recipes, and I'm trying to make pretzels. I haven't been able to make a good soft pretzel like ever, and I've been trying, and I finally found like a good recipe. And they didn't have like, okay, so if you don't know how to make a pretzel, it's basic bread dough, and then you have to bathe it in baking soda water. What most people say is you dip it or wipe the baking soda water on it and then you bake the pretzel. It's not what you freaking do. So if you don't know how to make a bagel is made a very similar way, but it's boiled in baking soda water, which gives it that unique bagel texture and like the outside crispy, chewy crust. That's how you do pretzels too. Everywhere I went, no one had that. They'd be like, oh, just dip the pretzel in hot water for 30 seconds. Oh, do this. Oh, do that. I didn't find one until like the 17th recipe that said boil the pretzel for like a minute. And let me tell you, the longer you boil it, the better those pretzels freaking come out. Alright? They come out great because you pre-cook them in the boiling water. And so when they bake, they come out so freaking chewy and delicious. And I love it. Here's the thing. Every freaking recipe is a life story. When I was 13 years old, my mother would make me a fresh pretzel every morning for my birthday. I'd go home from school and I'd look forward to that pretzel every day. Sadly, my mother passed 2 years ago, and I couldn't make those pretzels anymore. I spent my life saddened. 20 years went by unable to make those pretzels, till I was going through my mother's things and I found her recipe book. And in that book was her recipe for pretzels. And I made those pretzels for the first time in 20 years. They tasted just like my mother. Anyways, here's what you're gonna need to make the pretzels. And it's like, dude, why? I don't need to know all this. I don't need to know your life story. I don't need to know that you spent the last 6 months of your life trying to recreate your favorite restaurant's pretzel recipe, and you have to freaking dictate to me 13 paragraphs of your failures, telling me that you tried and you did this and you did this and it just wasn't right. And I don't care. I just want to make a freaking pretzel. That's all I want. I just want a pretzel, man. Just a delicious little chewy little pretzel. You know, you dip it in like some freaking, I don't know, apple butter. I did that. My neighbor gave me some apple butter. It was delicious. They don't really tell you how the recipe should churn out. Like, how should this recipe come out? So when you do the recipe and it's like, oh, well, if it looks like this, or this, here's what you did wrong. They don't tell you that. Even in their life little story, they don't tell you that. And like, that's the stuff I want. That's the stuff I need. Like, I don't know if you guys know about Sorted Food, but they do an app and they have that sort of information in there. Like, this is how you should do it. This is how it should look. Blah, 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 blah. That's what I need. That's what people should be putting in their recipes. If you want to make a recipe, tell me how it's going to come out. Tell me it's going to look at the end. And this is not just like, it's not just recipes, but this crap goes into like all aspects of all sorts of YouTube videos and things like that. Like, if you'll notice this video, I got right into it. I told you what I was doing. I told you what happened and why I'm doing it and what the rant is about. And I have looked at so many freaking YouTube chefs and YouTube like tips people or people you're looking to go like, oh, hey, I need to know about this. Let me look up a video on how I do this effect in Sony Vegas. And it's just like, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to learn how to do a crossfade in Sony Vegas. I use Sony 13, but they used to call it Sony Vegas Pro. Now it's just Vegas Pro, and you can use 13 or 14 if you want. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure it's up, you know what version you're using, because that's going to change what you're going to have to do. And also, if you guys like this video, comment. So, and it's like, dude, I don't care how to do. Here's how I want my, like, if you're going to teach me how to do something, here's what I want. Like, when I do a review, there's some people like, hey everybody, welcome back to the review cave. I've got this product here. We're going to be doing some unboxing, but first, and it's like, no. Here's what I like in a review, and why I do things that I do the way I do them, is I like it to be like, hey everybody, I'm Directionally Challenged. Today we're going to learn how to do a crossfade effect in Sony Vegas 17. First of all, what you're going to need to do is open up Vegas, take your thing you want from your timeline, blah, 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 blah. That is what I want. Just get right into it. Just give me that info. It's what I'm looking for. It's what I want. That's why I'm here. That's why recipes. Give me the info. It's what I'm looking for. It's what I want. That's why I'm here. I am not here to listen to anything else. I am not here to sit there. I went to a freaking tutorial video and had to skip 5 minutes to get to the section that mattered. 5 minutes. It was 5 minutes to get to, all right, so now what you need to do is upload your video to, and it's like, thank you. Why was that so hard? It's so frustrating. It is just, I'm so annoyed by it, because everything, I go to a freaking recipe, and it's fucking 30 pages you have to get through just to get to the friggin' recipe, and then it's just like, and it's the same thing with looking up fucking Sony Vegas tutorials, because I want to learn how to do more effects, but I just yell at them. I want to know how to do effects in Adobe Photoshop, and it's just like, I'm yelling at the screen, get to the point. How do I do this? Why are you wasting my time? And they don't care. They're just like, and that's why. And I'm like, Jesus. Anyways, that's the end of my rant. I'm good now. I just needed to get off my chest. I was just, so frustrated. See you later, navigators. Bye. I just want to make a freaking pretzel.